Okay, writers, I know that you're doom scrolling right now, so you're going to need to save this video and come back to it later because I'm about to give you a bunch of different writing prompts with just one tarot card. So let's get into it. Alright, so we've got the Knight of Wands today. I think yesterday we had the Knight of Swords, but now we've got the Knight of Wands. So a little different, same energy, a little different. Knights are the doers of the deck. These are the guys that are going to go out and do stuff. They're the doers. They're on the horses. They're actually going to go out and do it. They have a lot of power behind them. The Knight of Wands is associated with the element of fire. Fire is associated with our passions and our creativity and our aspirations. This Knight of Wands is also reversed. We've got blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. Just something to think about there. So the wands sometimes can also be spicy energy. And when I see the Knight of Wands, I picture him as kind of like a 18 to 25-year-old, kind of like he's got a lot of different passions that he's doing. He's not really settled down. He doesn't really know where he's going in life, but he has a lot of creativity. He maybe spicy times a lot with different people. He's just not ready to settle down, and that's kind of what I'm getting from this. That's just what I get from this card whenever it comes up. Now, because we're dealing with the Knight of Wands, he's obviously going into battle, or not actually, because we're in reverse. So I'm wondering if maybe this person, this character, is not going into battle right now. Maybe they don't feel like it. Maybe they are feeling not so spicy right now. Maybe there's an ace person, someone who's not really thinking about spicy time at the moment. I'm wondering if this could also be a little bit of depression in your for a character in your story. Maybe there's no aspiration, there's no jump, there's no reason. I also, in the hero's journey where there's that point in the story where it's the turning point that gets the character to go off and do things into the world, or go into their journey. I'm wondering if there's no turning point. Maybe there's just nothing. Even if you wanted to do this at the very beginning and not use a writing structure, it almost just seems like there's just no reason for your character to go out and do things, or do the story or tell the story. There's not a strong enough reason, at least. We could still play with, block, delayed, healing, and internal. So still, like, there could be a slowing down of things, but you might want to bump it up a little bit. We can go look into location. Look at this. We've got pyramids in the background, so you can go to Egypt if you want to. We are outdoors again. We are in the blazing hot sun, so the desert. It looks like also, if you look at all this stuff down here, that looks kind of dead. This wood, this plant, these plants, they all look kind of dead. So it's not very lush, I guess. Mostly what I'm getting from that. What did you get?